time ago, there lived a man named Emeka. He lived in a small village and was known for his talent to play the drums. Emeka was very good at playing drums that when he started, people would gather to listen to the melodious beats that was heard from the drums. Everyone in the village knew about Emeka's talent and loved to be around him. Even the king would sometimes invite Emeka to the palace so he could play some music so they would listen. As a result, Emeka was famous and also wealthy in the village. But soon his talent began getting into his head. He started developing pride and would often boast about his talents to his peers. This character made some people in the village dislike Emeka, but he wouldn't mind as he thought to himself that he was the one and only best player of their village, and so he could never be replaced. One day, Emeka came up with a plan to test if the villagers really valued him in the village. Emeka went into the forest nearby, kept his garments on the floor, and spilled some animal's blood on it. Then he went behind a tree to hide. Later that day, some villagers who were passing by noticed Emeka's clothes with the blood stain on it. They took the garment and went to the village, and soon the news went everywhere that Emeka was dead. They all thought that Emeka had been killed by a wild animal, and so everyone in the village mourned for days as Emeka was the only best drummer in the village. Emeka, on seeing this, was very happy to find out that the villagers loved him so much, but still he never came out. Finally, the day of his burial came and everyone, including the king, gathered. They called a young boy named Shima, since he was the only one who knew how to play a drum apart from Emeka in their village. Emeka, in his hideout, laughed and said, no one can ever be better than me, even you, Shima." But to the surprise of Emeka and everyone who gathered for the burial ceremony, Shima played the drum very well, far better than Emeka himself. The villagers were surprised as they started clapping and cheering for Shima. When Emeka saw this, he was angered and ran out of his hiding place. He came to the king and said, "Oh my king, I'm not dead, I'm still alive. I only did this to check if you guys really valued me in this kingdom." Everyone was shocked that Emeka was still alive, but still none of them took his prank funny. The king was angry that Emeka had deceived them all because of his pride. And so the king told Emeka, "We all thought you were dead, and for us you are dead to us, so remain dead." So the king banished Emeka from the village. As for Shima, he became the #1 drummer in the village. Shima was never proud, and he humbled himself to teach others who would also want to learn drums. The moral of this story is that we should all have the trait of humility. We should always be honest in all we do, as no one in this life is indispensable. Also, we should remember that pride always comes before the fall. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please like and subscribe to this channel.